going to do that again. Yep. Once you've done the arms for your bow, you can also do your paws as well. So I'm just going to make little indents. Again. And do the stitching along the outside as well. So to make the head, we're going to get the leftover icing and cut that in half. Add some tile lace. Again, this is proportional, so you might need some more or you might need a little bit less. So I'm just going to roll a ball, get rid of all my creases again. It'll take longer to dry and you might lose the shape of it.
Yeah, my arm just started to mine is sagging.
Oh no, not the fact that they're sagging. That would be the glue underneath, because it hasn't set yet. It might slip down. I mean, the shape of your body will
melt.
Will sink down. You won't keep the shape nice and high.
So how long does the glue take to set off? Would like tonight they're going to be pretty secure? Or?
Yes, by the time you take them home, they should be pretty secure that they won't fall down or anything like that. So I'm going to check the shape on my head, shape of the head on my body. Make sure it's the right size. Now I'm happy with that. Looks pretty good. So make sure I've got no creases. Just going to put some glue on the top of the body there and position the head. Just like that. Just be careful with the head when you're working with it once you've got it on, because if you're pushing too hard on it, it will start to fall off. So you need to just make sure it stays on top.
So you put that in the bottom slightly, or is it a total ball that's going on?
I've just put the total ball on and I've just pressed it down a little bit, so that it's sort of flat on and shaped onto the body. Once you've positioned the head, you can make some marks for the eyes. So I'm just going to get my small balling tool, find where I want the eyes to be. I'm just going to put a little indent, just like that. Also, if you want to do any stitching, now's the time to do that. So I'm just going to put a little bit across the top of his head. So the next bit I'm going to do is make his snout. So I've just got a small piece of icing. I've made a round ball. I'm just going to flatten it a little bit. Position that onto the bear. Make sure it's a good size. It's not too fat. Oh, I think that's a little bit fat. I'll take some off. I'm just going to position that on there. Make sure you put a little bit of glue. and glue that on. Okay, so I've got two ways you can do some ears. One way is I make a little sausage, and I'm just going to taper it a little bit on the ends. You can see that. And I'm going to curl that over and just join them together. And just pinch that end there. So I've got one ear like that. Or you can make a teardrop shape. Okay, so I've got the teardrop there. This is quite big. I wouldn't really use this, or it might be nice with big ears. I'm just going to get the filling tool, the large filling tool. And I'm going to just indent in the centre there and just pinch the bottom again. So you've got your two different types of ears there. I'll pass them around so that you can have a look as well. So you can have a look on how you want his ears to sit. So make sure you put it, once you're happy with your ears and shape and size, just make sure you put a little bit of glue on them, and you can glue them to the bear. While you're messing around the ears, I'm just going to show you with the eyes. I'm just going to get small balls of brown. It's up to you what colour you want to do the eyes. I'm just going to insert them into the indents that I've made. Just flatten them out a little bit to the size that you want. And also I'm just going to make the nose to go on his snout. So I'm going to use a small bit of icing. I'm going to make a little triangle shape. So the last bit we're going to do is mark the mouth to go on the snout. So I'm going to use the edible textures. I've got 3 colours, which is the black, the brown and the light brown. I'm going to use the brown to match the nose. Edible textures have 2 points, so you've got a nice thick end and you've got a nice thin end. So it's up to you how thick or thin you want to make the markings. I'm going to go the thick one. I'm just going to make little marks coming down from his nose and then just curl it up. And then you've got your little bear. Made some other figurines. So we've got the dog, the rabbit and the elephant. You can see the elephant. So I've pretty much utilised the similar technique that you've made for the bear to make these different figurines. So all you need to do is just change the shape of the head, change the shape of the feet and the ears, and then you can make other animals with that technique.